Just because you feel fear doesn't mean you can't do it. Do it afraid. Joyce Meyer. There comes a moment in everyone's life when fear whispers in your ear. It tells you to turn back, to play it safe, to stay in your comfort zone. It convinces you that you're not ready, not good enough, not capable. But today we're here to talk about something powerful, something life-changing. We're here to talk about what happens when you choose to do it afraid. Fear is a natural part of the human experience. It's the body's way of protecting us from danger, keeping us safe. But the reality is, not all fear is a sign of danger. Sometimes fear is just the body's reaction to the unknown, to stepping outside the familiar. It's what we feel right before we take a leap that could change everything. You've probably heard the saying, feel the fear and do it anyway. That's not just a catchy phrase, it's a powerful truth. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward in spite of it. It's about pushing through the butterflies, the racing heart, the shaking hands, and still showing up. Because here's the secret. Fear is often the door you must walk through to reach your greatest potential. Think of every goal you've ever had, every dream that's kept you awake at night. The idea of pursuing it felt exhilarating, didn't it? But just as quickly as that excitement appeared, so did the fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. It's like standing at the base of a mountain, unsure if you can make it to the top. But what if I told you that the fear you feel is not a roadblock? It's a guidepost. Fear shows you what matters. If something scares you, it's often because it's important to you. It means there's growth waiting on the other side. So don't run from fear. Don't wait for it to disappear. Instead, run towards it. Step into it. Do it afraid. Fear will always find reasons to stop you. It will tell you that you're not enough, that you don't have the skills, and that you'll fail. But what if instead of fear as your enemy, you saw it as an invitation? An invitation to become the version of yourself that you've always known was there, deep inside. The one who takes risks and who trusts the abilities and who knows that even if they fail, they'll still rise again. Remember this, bravery isn't something reserved for the confident. Bravery belongs to those who step forward when they're uncertain, when they're scared, when they're filled with doubt. Those who do it afraid, you don't have to wait until you feel ready. You don't have to wait until your fear subsides. The time to act is now, right in the midst of your fear. When you move forward despite the fear, something incredible happens. You begin to realize that fear doesn't control you. Each step you take weakens its grip until one day you look back and realize that the very thing you feared wasn't as big as it seemed. What once felt like a mountain is now a hill, and you've grown stronger for climbing it. Here's the thing about fear. It's a liar. It amplifies the worst case scenarios in your mind, convincing you that failure is inevitable. But what if, just for a moment, you considered the opposite? What if instead of imagining failure, you imagined success? What if you believed that even if things didn't go as planned, you'd still gain something valuable along the way? When you push through fear, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities, new opportunities, new connections, new strengths. And every time you act in the face of fear, you grow, you evolve, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever thought possible. You are not defined by your fear. You are defined by your actions. By the time you chose to do it afraid, to take the leap, to say yes, even when your knees were shaking, Those moments build character. They build resilience, and they show you what you are made of. There's 1,000,001 reasons to hesitate, a reason to hold you back. But what if you decided today that fear would no longer dictate your choices? What if from this moment forward, you chose courage? Not the kind of courage that waits for fear to disappear, but the kind that stands tall in the face of it. The kind that whispers, "I'm afraid, but I'm doing it anyway." Every story of triumph, every tale of success is filled with moments of fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, but those stories are also filled with courage, the kind that pushes people to act even when the outcome is uncertain, the kind that turns ordinary people into extraordinary leaders, innovators, and trailblazers. Fear is a natural part of growth, but it doesn't have to be a barrier. You are more than your fear. You are stronger, you are capable, and the world needs what you have to offer. Don't let fear rob you of your life that you were meant to live. Don't let it silence your dreams. Don't let it paralyze your progress. So the next time fear whispers in your ear, acknowledge it, feel it, but don't let it stop you. Do it afraid. Take that step. Make that move. Start that journey afraid. Because the truth is, everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of that fear. And the only way to get there is to move through it. Not without fear, but with it. With courage, determination, and the belief that you are capable of more than you know. So today, make a choice. Choose courage. Choose to act. Choose to do it afraid. Because your future, your dreams, your potential, they're waiting for you on the other side. And you're ready. Do it afraid. Peace and blessings, Dr. O.